Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a quick disassembly slash sort of first impressions of this guy here. This is the Liong Mah EDC Field Duty EDC lefty version. Hang on, get a little lint in there. So interestingly enough, when I unboxed this, I did not notice that I'm pretty sure this is on phosphor bronze washers instead of bearings. So I was going to do this and put skiff bearings in there, but I'm guessing that won't work because this seems to be on washers, which it has good action. So I think he does that because it's supposed to be used, and phosphor bronze is better for that sort of thing. But I still want to see what's going on in here. So I'm just going to do a quick disassembly. Got my cool Scout Leather Co. Zerk driver and my Brian Brown Knives Vulcan driver. Some KPL, of course. And I don't think I'll need any Loctite, but I have it nearby if necessary. So here we go with the pivot. I'll zoom in a little bit. This is a pretty cool design. I really like the spear point blade. That is what they call it, a spear point. Hoping I can just take off this top. Oh, right. This has that weird monoblock thing going on. So maybe it'd be better to come from this side. I don't know. I'll just take this one apart and see. So one thing about this Vulcan driver for sure is you don't get as much of a grip as you do with, say, this Scout one because of this grip right here. I can get a little bit of a better... Oh, God. I was really in there. Maybe I'm wrong. I got the other one out pretty easy, huh? Look at that. Maybe I can just leave these like that. Okay, just run away. I'll try not to lose them. Remember when I did that? So is this going to come off? Or what game we playing here, Liong? Maybe the clip is holding things in place. All right. Let's do this. This is all on one side. Jeez, I don't think my desk is like on an angle or anything, but just let me see if the clip screw helps at all. See if we take that off. If that helps us get in. Nope. Man, this thing does not want to come apart. Alrighty. This is obviously just the pit. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the pivot is still in there, as you can tell. So I don't know what's going on here. All right, looks like I'm taking it all the way apart. Maybe you're not supposed to take it apart. I don't know. But you know me, guys. I always do, and I never read directions, which I don't think knives come with directions, you idiot. Okay, these are just coming right out. I'm guessing that's because they were loosened on the other side. Put all that. Okay, I don't see any more screws other than the lock bar, so I still can't get this apart. Weird. This knife is solid, guys. Holy cow. With no screws in it right now. What the hell? And there's a little bit of play. This is interesting. Am I missing something? Do you see something I am missing? It's just that pivot, but I'm not fucking with that. Let me try a pry tool. So, have this guy made out of plastic, so it can't really jack anything up, although with me, you never know. I can't get in here to pry, you know what I mean? I don't know where I would pry, actually. I'm just going to cut myself somehow. Oh. Are we getting some movement up here? Guys, I am befuddled. Is it glued together? Like, I just don't understand. Stop pin is in there. Blade definitely is moving around. I just don't want to shove something into the pivot because there's obviously the threading in there. I don't want to mess with that. But maybe if I... Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, see if that worked. See how I kind of pushed it through a little bit? That's what we want. Keep pushing it through until we can get it out. Do I want to get it out, though? I mean, I really just want to split it apart. I don't need... Like, what is holding this together down here? That pin? But obviously it can't be... Yeah, it's solid. Like, I can't even feel any movement in there. It's crazy, guys. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it. I think I'm going to talk to Liong, see what he has to say about it. I really don't want to jack up the knife if I don't need to, you know. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, this video will not be going up, but you know me, guys. Through and through idiot. I'm gonna freaking post this and it's gonna be a failure. I'll probably talk to Liong and see how you're supposed to take this apart, because I'd like to get in there, but doesn't really seem all that feasible without doing something that could cause some damage. So I may just drop some KPL in there. And then we'll just take a look at the action. I'll show you guys the knife again, obviously. I'm going to shut this so I don't cut myself. Centering is back to dead on, so that's good news. I always like a knife that goes back together easily. And it's Riot, so, I mean, usually their knives come apart and go together like a freaking dream. Oh, crap. What did I do? Shit. Of course, I fucked that up, right? That was weird that it let me tighten it in that position. Is that how it was? Oh, crap. No, I don't know. That looks normal, right? It wants to go off to the side like that. Is that how it was? Seems really weird to me. So it is canted. Oh, there, it popped in. Oh, crap. So it does go in like this. I don't know why that looks weird to me, guys. And if you hear a baby, it's my baby. My wife's trying to put her to sleep right now. That looks so weird, but I guess that's how it was. These are the same, yep. I mean, I'll say putting it back together, technically, is really easy. Especially if you don't take it apart to begin with. Boom. Easy disassembly, mofos. Okay. We are tight. We are tight. Always do a discount double check on tightness. We are tight. We are tight. We are tight. Centering, dead nuts, action, perfect. Tighten this down a little bit if I can. See if that changes anything. Centering, dead nuts, action, good. Still no play. There wasn't any. I will say, I do wish it was on bearings. Just because I like bearings better. I'm not a washer guy. Like, you think I put enough in there? I usually do this. Take a little compressed air. Give it a little squeezy, squeezy. You hear that? That's probably the detemp ball, not the washers. Especially when a knife is breaking in. I just want to get a look in there. I don't know if you can see it. Of course, leave it to me to make a video where you don't actually disassemble anything. Take forever. See the ball in there? There. You can kind of see it, right? See the tip of it? That's a detemp ball. I need to get some heavy KP Izzle on there. And that sucker's hard to see. There we go. I usually just dribble a little out like this onto the end, and then I get in there, go to the top, and then kind of go down and just notice I'm not like squeezing, so I'm just using that little bit I had in there or on the tip. And we all know phosphor bronze kind of smooth out after a while. And this does have a detemp ball ramp. You can see it. Where is it? It's off to the side. I gotta see it and then show you. It's down here. Right down there. Man, is my light crap or what? See it? See a little notch on the blade tang? That's the detemp ball ramp to help it on the close. Boom. Yeah, this is nice already. It's hard on camera anyway, guys. But it's smoothing out. No play. And since it was washers, I wasn't going to change them to skiffs anyway. But I really want to be able to take my knives apart. So I'm definitely going to be messaging Liong Mah about that. I told him he should get ready to sell a few more of these because I'm going to be gushing about this knife. Just a heads up. Like, this blade is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that spear point blade. Look at that hole. I mean, it's just a cool shaped hole with this little hump right here. The jimping up here is magnificent. It is like the perfect jimping. It's not rough at all, but it's also not like slippery. So it just functions very well. This choil is incredible. I mean, I don't really get this part. I think that's design because my finger lands here. So at first when I grabbed it, I was like, am I supposed to like go up here? But that's just like weird. So like you go down here. So you could have got a little more blade length out of this, but I think that it gives you room and you don't have any worries about getting to the edge. So people who are worried about choils like that, this one's perfect for that. And your finger lands right on that jimping. It's just absolute money. This is in LMAX steel, actually, which is interesting. I've seen Riot using a lot of LMAX lately. You have this carbon fiber monoblock look. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Taken from Strider. Now, I'll be honest, I unboxed this like 2 hours ago. I was on a grocery run. I unboxed it in the Taco Bell parking lot because I was so excited. So it's only been 2 hours, and that's how much I like this knife already, that I've wanted to take it apart and wanted to get the action even better. I mean, it's phenomenal out of the box. Like, I really don't need to do anything. And I may have over-tightened the pivot just a little bit because there's really no, like, issue with blade play. Like, I feel nothing, so I can kind of loosen it up a little bit. Woo! There we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now it's freaking butter. butter. Nothing. No blade play at all. Butter, guys. And it's a lefty frame lock, which is really, really cool. You'll see the centering. I mean, this thing was centered. Was it like centered? And I don't know if it was centered, but I had no hardware in it, and it functioned perfectly fine. Like, that is the mark of a good knife. Because if I take something cheap, I don't have anything cheap, so I can't really show you. You know me, guys. I don't mess with them cheap knives. I have this stupid thing, this fake heater that Jake got me. Why did I just forget Jake's name for a second? Jesus, Kev. Look at the action on that. Oh, my goodness. Look at the centering on this baby. Just dead on, right? Dead on. Yeah, what is the deal with my lighting today? There. Is that better? I don't know. Anyway, what was I going to show you? I completely forgot. Oh, if I mess with the... sorry. If I turn the pivot at all on this, I guarantee you that centering just goes... like, it just shoots over. And everything will be out of play. Like, there's actually no blade play right now. But I guarantee you, if I just touch that pivot, shit will start going wrong on this knife. And that's the mark of a good knife. This thing had no hardware in it, and I could have freaking been using it. Like, that's incredible. So, yeah, I'm kind of gushing here, guys. I just love it, and I love that a maker was thoughtful enough and cared enough to make a left-handed version for us lefties out there. You know, not many makers do that. I mentioned in my unboxing that there's a few makers that I talk to that are left-hand. They're left-handed, but they make righty knives. They don't even consider lefties. Like, it's funny that they don't at all. And Liong Mah, as far as I know, is right-handed. And he told me personally, he said, I want to make sure that you guys have something. So I always make a few, and he pays more for them, guys. These cost more to make because he makes less of them, yet he charges the same amount. So I just really appreciate that. And I hope that some people will watch this, and I hope he sells a bunch of lefty ones, and I hope he sells a bunch of righty ones, because you can get them in either, which is awesome. And I know they're expensive, guys. Like, we're talking about $369 for this one, and the full size is $450, I think. That one's only righty, I believe. He has some other models as well. They're all pretty pricey, but you get Riot quality, really cool designs, and I just think, you know, it's totally worth it, for sure. This is definitely rivaling my current favorite knife, which is the F5.5 from Urban EDC Supply. And it's funny, it comes from the same factory, but this carbon fiber is just completely different. They're both really well done, though. And the action on this one is just so good. But the opening action on this is just as good, and you just saw that drop. And that's on phosphor bronze. I'm pretty damn sure it's phosphor bronze. I'll let you know when he answers me. Well, I'll tell you in the full review. I am just babbling at this point. So I appreciate Kev here, and I am back for round 2. So I tried to disassemble this last night, and I could not get it apart. I took all the hardware out, and it just would not go apart. So I contacted Liong Mah, and I asked him about it, and he said he'd try to do his today, and he got his apart in a minute, he said. He said it's the stop pin and the lanyard pin that are kind of fitting everything together. And for some reason on this one, I even tried using a pry tool. It wouldn't come apart, so I'm going to give it another shot and see if I can't get her apart. So that is the game plan. Going to try to go from this side and see how it goes, because I think that's what he did, and I just want to kind of follow that. Should have been simple. I don't know why I had such trouble with it. but we shall see what is going on. Because everything comes apart very easily, you know. In Riot, usually you don't have an issue with them, so pardon my lighting, guys. I think it's because I'm doing this at night. I haven't done one of these at night before, so I'm guessing that's what it is. He said he uses the blade to kind of pry it apart. Oh, no, I'm pushing the lock. I don't know what he means by that. Like this? Like he's shaking it back and forth? Like it's just so tight. Okay, I'm going to take them all out. Just seems like the best course of action here. Sorry. Because I already filmed this. I'm trying to hopefully just add this to the end of the other video and call it a day. So we'll see. Okay, so all the freaking pins are out, or all the hardware is out, right? Shouldn't be anything holding this thing together. Oh, I feel something. See, again, I think that's the lock. I mean, you can feel it starting to loosen a little, but it just doesn't want to come apart. I don't want to cut myself, obviously. Can see it give in a little bit there. Man, this thing is in there. I keep thinking I'm getting it, but it's just the frame lock coming loose. Oh, yes, come on, baby. And I thought this was washers. Turns out, I mean, he told me it was bearings, so we'll see. But I think I got the stop pin end. Come on, Jesus. It's like, okay, it's coming now, guys. It's coming. It's coming. Sorry, that sounds weird. Got it. All right. There is a steel washer and bearings. Huh. It seriously felt like washers. So you know what I'm going to do if I can. If I have the right size, I'm going right to skips on this bad boy. All right, sweet. We got it apart. So I was completely wrong, and anybody I told this was on washers, I apologize. I was wrong. I'll have to edit myself on that. There's the pivot. It is just in there, which is pretty interesting how they did that. Damn, I'm happy I got it apart. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I think I'll probably keep that other video to myself just because I don't want... look at these. These are the pins right here that are just... Yeah. Or no, those are the standoff pins. Cool. I'm glad we got it apart. It was really starting to bother me. And these are different sized bearings. So they're not the normal little guys that other companies use. You'll see here it just says 313. And that's it. 313 on this scale. And I'm sure this one, if they could mark it, would say the same thing. But there's no titanium on this side. So it's super lightweight, right? Let's check our bearings. Let's get our bearings. Get it? This is what I'm looking for right here. I think these will fit. I'm hoping they will. See how they're thicker? These are the 0.25, 0.625, 5mm pivot. I have these 0.25, 0.787. So those are even thicker, right? If I can do math, that would be thicker. And these are 0.1875, so they wouldn't fit, right? I'm going to have to try these guys and hope it goes together. Maybe it just looks thinner. I don't know. Could still work. We'll see. But I'm guessing you still need to use the, I wouldn't want to take the steel washer out, but worst case, I just put it back together as is, and we're good to go, right? So I'd like to put this, see, that's why I want to put this back in. Put a pivot screw in so we have it in there. So we have some kind of contact, right? Like that. Boom. Then we can start laying things in like these. And I've been told I use way too much lube, so trying just putting little dots here. There we go. I know this is not the best lighting. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. Oh, wait, look at that. Is this like that too? Yeah, there's a little bit of gap. Yeah, same fit. Okay. I got a feeling this isn't gonna work, so hope I don't have to jack this whole thing apart again. D shape on there or what? Do these not fit into the, hold on. Gotta make sure they fit in here, obviously. Yeah, see, they fit, but they don't. Well, these don't. No, they sit in there a little bit. You see, oh shit, sorry. They sit in a little bit. Like they fit in there pretty nicely. And these, they don't. Damn it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. They don't fit in. So unless I have something that does. Interesting. So it's just a whole different type of what? Different size or something? These are multi-row, but they kind of fit, but they're not gonna fit the, yeah. Damn it. These are the other ones, but I don't see why these would fit. You don't want to mix these up, so hang on. Yeah, they're even bigger. So, yeah, I don't have anything that fits, sadly. All the little guys are going to be too little, right? These are the, no, where are the 5mm? What is this now? What the hell? Oh, okay. That's these. Got it. I mean, usually Riot uses good bearings, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I kind of wish I had some that fit, though, to be honest. Here's the 5mm, but that's, yeah. Okay. Just going to put her back together as is. Do I still have lube on there? Yeah, it looks like it. So let's drop this in. Still have lube, yes. Probably going to be more comfortable this way anyway. Dog hair. So with this kind of setup, you put the washer in, and then you put this steel washer down, and I want to do it on this side. You can see it's wearing a track in. The bearing is, right? So put that down this way. And then this goes on top of that. Yeah, it's weird how it was so hard to get apart. Boom, it just all clicks together like that, though. It's really cool. And we're basically back together at this point, right? So let us start putting some hardware back in. Sorry, I gotta find my driver. So, yep, pivots are in. You can drop these bad boys in. I forgot to put KPL on the detent ball, but I did it last time, so we should be good. A little worried that the pivot is not seated in there all the way, but we'll see in a second. Before I put the clip on, I'll test everything out. I'm surprised it's bearings, guys. I honestly thought for a while it was washers, just the way it was functioning. So centering is good. See how that pivot is it's sticking out a little bit? I need to either tighten it or finagle it. Oh, wait, never mind. No play. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little, it's a little rough. It's interesting. I just assume that is washers. Where's the other KBO? Just knocking shit all over the place here in this one, guys. Put a little bit down here. Hope that runs across the track. Yep, you can see it there, right? See my extra lubrication. No play. I mean, it's not like it's bad or anything. You can see that, but it doesn't kind of like, I don't know, a Riot knife usually is much more like smooth, if you know what I'm saying. Interesting, but it's fantastic, guys. I love this knife. I have been loving it since I got it. It's just extremely cool. And it's cool that we get a lefty variation. I said all this already, so I'm just going to tag this to the end of my video, probably. And then just so I can show you that it does come apart. But I do like to show my failures, so I will be keeping that part as well. I may just chop up things a little bit because I don't want people to see it and just run. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I will catch you later.